Welcome to the San Juan Mountains here in beautiful Colorado. Autumn is upon us, which means that every landscape photographer on planet Earth is going temporarily insane with fall color fever. It's a particularly beautiful year, which means that this is what crazy looks like.
Happy Halloween, everyone, and welcome to the special Fall Colors edition of Worth a Thousand Words, a photography show which brings you the stories behind the images. Today we travel to one of the most epic destinations in all of North America, and our story begins in western Colorado. What? I always dress like this.
Let's face it, as long as people have been taking pictures of beautiful places, fall colors have always held World Cup championship status in the landscape industry. And sadly, while American soccer fans will probably never see our team in the World Cup finals, it's safe to say that Colorado, USA brings home the gold every year. Literally. Take a place like the Maroon Bells in Aspen, Colorado. This destination attracts artists from all across the world, and anyone who's ever been there has no doubt experienced the locust swarm of cameras lined up on the shores of Maroon Lake, an international cornucopia of googly-eyed photographers hoping to snap what ends up being an identical version of the same shot. So, let's change things up a bit. Maybe we don't want to be too quick to let the Bells soak up all the credit for the world's greatest fall color destination. Instead, let us head west of Aspen to a place where the mountains resemble the Swiss Alps, the golden trees go on for miles, and there are far more images to be captured than the lone clone copy of the Maroon Bells. Often mistaken for the Rockies, the San Juan Mountains are a unique network of peaks which provide spectacular vistas pretty much year-round. And when it comes to fall colors, these old country roads provide a target-rich environment which will lead to a virtually endless variety for the portfolio. So this is it, the change-up you've been looking for, a chance to break away from the familiar and try something new. Chase the colors far enough into the countryside and you will be amazed at what's out there waiting for you. We have an old saying in Colorado, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Suffice it to say, the skies above the Great American West are anything but predictable. A lot of photographers tend to freak out when they see the dreaded rainstorm approaching. But here's a quick tip about fall colors. When the clouds set in, don't panic. Overcast can actually be a blessing in disguise. Think back to Photography 101. Studio photographers use diffusers to create soft, even, flattering light on their subjects. Fortunately, the same is true of cloudy skies, only on a much larger scale. A thick overcast pretty much acts as a giant softbox, erasing shadows and dialing down exposure burnouts. This means that cloudy weather affords the perfect opportunity to head into the woods and practice your skills at focusing in on the smaller details. First of all, stop blabbering on about how much dynamic range your camera has, because nobody cares. All of you HDR maniacs out there can take a break from smushing together 7-stop exposure disparities and enjoy some perfectly even, neutral light for a change. The vast expanse of aspen forest surrounding the San Juan Mountains provide the perfect opportunity to take a break from the snowy peaks and try your hand at something a little non-traditional. You can even throw in the occasional waterfall if you want to. You see, not every image has to be a beautiful sunrise or have a mountain in the background. I've always found images of aspen groves to be quite refreshing, especially because they are primarily built on artistic license. Go a little early in the season, get something green. Go a little later, get something golden. Trek into the woods far enough, pick out your favorite stand of trees, and you have a really good chance of capturing a photograph that no one else will ever take. And that's something to think about the next time you find yourself shoulder to shoulder with hundreds of other people, all lenses trained in the same direction.
All right, here we are. You've made it halfway through. Thank you for not falling asleep. Do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second. I know you can do it. All right, cool. Back to the show.
Anyone who's been in the landscape world long enough knows that conditions tend to change from year to year. Sometimes the leaves peak early, other times they peak late. Sometimes you get record snow in the mountains, and other times you get rain. Fortunately, each new set of conditions is going to afford a unique set of circumstances for your photography portfolio. Our latest season here in Colorado just so happened to be a great year for water falling from the sky. Now, I get it. Rain can be a bit miserable for a lot of reasons, but it does tend to provide some unique shooting situations. Wait until the last drop has fallen, throw in a little patience and a splash of luck, and you might just come home with something that is truly spectacular. Our little blue planet is home to all kinds of amazing destinations, and I've had the privilege to produce photographic artwork for homes and businesses all across the nation. If you are interested in acquiring your own little piece of Mother Nature, every image which appears in this episode can be purchased from my website. So be sure to check out the link in the show notes below, and I look forward to providing your next fine art photograph.
That's it. That's all I got. Best I can do. Well, I could probably drink less beer and do some push-ups and maybe eat a salad every once in a while. You get the idea. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and always remember, the camera will take you places you never imagined. Welcome to the San Juan Mountains here in beautiful Colorado. It's autumn, and I actually have no idea what I'm supposed to say because I'm just making this up as we go. Welcome to Worth a Thousand Words, the photography show that screws up the line on the very first take. Awesome. Today, where are we going? Same place we've been going the rest of the whole time. People are all like, you know, you probably shouldn't drink beer and swing a sword around your house all the time. And I'm like, cat, make a noise. Again, all you ever do is make noise. That's all I got. Camera turns on, cat makes noise. 100% guarantee. So what is your occupation? A photographer? Oh, what's that? Like samurai pirate? That's way cooler than photographer. duh. Your tiger technique is no match for my dragon style. So I was like, bitch, I do what I want. And then mom was like, you're grounded, mister. It's a school night, can't play with swords anymore. Fun time's over.